Hey guys, Max here with another Valheim video. In this one, we're going to be showcasing 13 new trinkets that are set to be included in the new Call to Arms patch. Now, disclaimer, this is all being tested on the public test branch, so the stats might change before the patch is released. And just also a spoiler warning alert, if you don't want to see any spoilers, click away now. Let's check out all the new trinkets. Now, before we talk about them, we need to first talk about adrenaline. Now, this is a new stat that's coming with this patch. And if we look at the first trinket here, this bronze pendant, it has an adrenaline requirement of 50, okay? Now, how do we get adrenaline? Well, you get adrenaline by doing battle with monsters. So for example, we're gonna come over to this battle brother here. We're just gonna start beating on him. And if you look below the stamina bar, there's an orange bar that starts to fill up. That's the adrenaline. Now, as you keep beating on this monster, your adrenaline bar will eventually hit that 50 mark, and then it will proc the special power. If you look in the top right-hand corner there, it shows bronze pendant. And now when that procs, we get 25% stamina regeneration. So that's how adrenaline works. Now let's take a look at the materials that we need to craft these. Now, a couple things. These are all crafted on a level 1 workbench, unless they change this when the patch releases, okay? And second, it looks like each biome receives 2 trinkets, and then there's a special trinket with the sea serpent that we will talk about. First, we're going to talk about the Black Forest trinkets. Now, the first one's called the Bronze Pendant, which we just showcased during the adrenaline fight. And this is going to give you a 25% stamina regeneration for 60 seconds once you fill up your adrenaline bar with 50, okay? And it costs 5 bronze bars, 1 bear trophy, and 3 rupees, okay? The other Black Forest trinket is called Heart of the Forest. This is also 50 adrenaline, and when this procs, it gives 25 health regeneration. And this requires 5 bronze bars, 5 ancient seeds, and 1 gray dwarf shaman trophy. The next trinket we're going to talk about is from the ocean biome, and it's called Fins of Destiny. Now, this only requires 10 adrenaline to proc, so it procs pretty quick. And when it does, you receive 50% swim speed, and the stamina to swim is reduced by 80% for 2 minutes. This is really cool if you want to level up your swim skill, or if you need it handy when you shipwreck or something like that. The materials to craft it, you need 5 chitin, which you can get off the sea monster back, 5 serpent scales, and 1 serpent trophy. The next trinkets are from the swamp biome, and they're a little unique. The first one's called Nimble Anklet. Now, this requires 60 adrenaline to proc, and when it does, you receive 15% movement speed for 30 seconds. In addition to that, as soon as it procs, you receive 50 stamina to your stamina bar. It's not 50 stamina over 30 seconds, it's just an instant, quick burst of stamina. To craft this, you need 5 iron bars, 5 withered bone, and 1 surtling core, okay? The second trinket from the swamp biome was called Iron Brooch. This requires 65 adrenaline to proc, and it provides 20 armor for 30 seconds. This is really nice in my opinion. And then also, once it procs, it gives you instantly 50 health. Again, it's not over 30 seconds, it's just 50 health right off the bat. To craft it, you need 5 iron bars, 5 ancient bark, and 1 leech trophy. Moving on to the mountain biome, the first trinket is called Wolf Sight, and it requires 55 adrenaline to proc. When it does proc, you receive plus 20 to bows, plus 20 to spears, and 10% pierce damage for 30 seconds. If you like bows and spears, this one's only going to let you go nuts. To craft it, you'll need 5 silver bars, 5 wolf fangs, and 1 Fenrir trophy, okay? Now, the other trinket in the mountain biome is called Crystal Heart. This one requires 80 adrenaline to proc, and when it does, for 50 seconds, you take a little bit less damage from blunt, slash, and pierce. This is kind of like a mini bone mass proc kind of thing. To craft it, you'll need 5 silver bars, 5 crystals, and 1 stone golem trophy. The next 2 trinkets are from the plains biome, and the first one's called Evasion Mantle. This one requires 60 adrenaline to proc, and when it does, your blocks require 50% less stamina. You receive a 50% parry bonus and plus 20 to dodge, all for 2 minutes. This one's really, really cool. It requires 5 black metal, 1 Fulling Berserker trophy, and 10 linen thread to craft. The other trinket in the plains biome is called Bracelets of the Brave. This requires 85 adrenaline to proc, and when it does, you instantly receive 100 health, and you gain plus 20 to clubs and 10% damage increase to blunt for a full minute. And this requires 5 black metal, 5 Lox Pelt, and 1 Lox Trophy to craft. The Mistlands biome is next, and the first trinket is called Pulsating Earrings. This requires 65 adrenaline to proc, and when it does, you receive 25% ether regen for a full minute. This one's really nice for the casters. It requires 5 carapace, 5 refined ether, and 1 Gajal trophy to craft. The other trinket in the Mistlands biome is the Resounding Shackle. This requires 75 adrenaline to craft, and when it procs, you instantly receive 100 stamina along with 10% slash damage for a full minute. Really nice for the melee. And to craft it, you need 5 refined ether, 5 scaled hide, 1 mandible, and 1 secret trophy. And the last biome we'll be visiting is Ashland. The first trinket is called Jormundling. This requires 70 adrenaline to proc, and when it does, you instantly gain 100 ether, and then you also gain plus 20 elemental and plus 20 blood magic for a full minute. Really nice for the casters. To craft it, you'll need 5 flametal, 5 refined ether, 1 bloodstone, and 1 fallen Valkyrie trophy. The other trinket in the Ashlands is called Brimstone. This requires 100 adrenaline to proc. This is the most out of all the other trinkets. When it does proc, you instantly receive 100 health and 100 stamina. This is really cool for the melee boys. To craft it, you'll need 5 flametal bars, 5 sulfur, 1 molten core, and 1 Morgan trophy. And I did check to make sure that when we have a trinket equipped, you can still use that belt, so don't worry about that. That covers all of the trinkets for the upcoming patch. I know we had a lot to get through, so hopefully the video wasn't too long for you. If you feel like I deserve it, hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel for future Valheim content, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.